I'm going to show you how to play Cop's Corner board game. First thing you do is you set up the board, place all the cards in place. Car stop, dispatch, your duty cards. You place your tokens at start right here. Now the objective of the game is to become the chief of police. So you work your way through 8 ranks, starting with officer, corporal, detective, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, assistant chief, and then finally chief of police. The first to make it to chief of police wins the game. On the back of the card is the order of ranks if you forget. So when the players start at the police station here, this is a neutral position. So the highest roller begins play, rolls the dice, and then you count your spaces clockwise around the board. Let me take you real quick through the spaces and what they do. The first space here, briefing, is neutral. The next space, dispatch, that's a deck of cards. So if you landed there, you would draw that card. And there'd be 2 options. It's either going to be a handcuff or it's going to be a gun. And then you go to the spinner. You spin for a handcuff to match. If you match, you promote. If you don't, like the gun there, it's pointing to the gun, then there's no action. You can hang on to the cards if you want to play for a top cop. And those instructions are written on the box or the piece of paper that comes in the box. The next location, here you can see a coin on the space. That means you collect 1 coin for landing on that space. Collect 5 of those coins, and then at the beginning of your next turn, you can cash those in for your next rank, corporal. Then you have training. That's one of the 4 duty cards. If you land there, you would collect this card. When you collect all 4 of those, you can put the cards back and collect your next rank. Let's say if you landed on training twice, you don't collect 2 cards, you just collect 1 card and you collect a coin for each additional time you land on the space. Right here is car stop. There's a deck of cards for car stop. There's going to be 3 options here. It's either going to be a warning, which is basically nothing, or it's going to be a ticket, which is you collect a coin, or you're taking somebody to jail, which means you move your piece to the jail location. So if you were here, you would move it over to the jail location here and collect that card. Okay? Then on the corner, if you land here, you try to match for a gold badge, spin the spinner. In that case, look like a line pretty close, maybe CSI. You could do it over if it's really close. That one was a badge, so that would mean your next promotion. So you would just collect this badge and keep it with you. And then as you go around the board here, SWAT, you would roll for doubles. If you got doubles, you'd get a promotion like that, and you get the next rank. CSI, that's a collection of the card here. Foot pursuit means you get to roll again. Officer injury means you put your piece back at the police station and your turn's over. Code 7 is a neutral position. This is a police award, so you get a promotion for that location. If you land here at bomb squad, all the pieces would move to the center of the board and set up a perimeter. And then that player would collect a coin and then try to roll for 7. If they didn't get 7, the next player would get a chance to roll for a 7 until someone rolls a 7. If they roll a 7, they collect a coin from all the other players, and then all the cars go back to the police station to restart. And the player that rolled the 7 would get to go first. The next location here, as you come around the board, here's court. That's one of the duty cards. This is vehicle pursuit. You would collect a coin and continue play. If you passed any other police cars in that turn, they would be demoted or lose a rank. So if they were a corporal, they would have to turn in the corporal badge and go back to officer. Internal affairs, if you landed there, you would lose a rank. If you were at officer, then you would have to pay the bank 2 coins. If you rolled doubles 3 times, you would have to move your space to this location and then lose a rank. And again, if you see any spaces here with a coin, that means you collect a coin for landing on that space. And that's the game. Enjoy.